Tips with Toni. Tips with Toni. All about nutrition from your favorite dietitian. Everything you need to digest in your mind. Tips with Toni. Tips with Toni. Making you healthier one bite at a time. With Toni. Woo.
Hello, and welcome to the Tips with Toni podcast. I'm Toni Marinucci, your registered dietitian, helping you get healthy one bite at a time. I hope you're ready for some tough love because this is a message that I shared in my Healthy Lifestyle Support Group on Facebook. So if you're not already a part of it, you definitely want to join us. We're an awesome family, literally a great sense of community to help you stay committed to your goals and help you stay accountable and develop that healthier relationship with food and really stay committed to the healthier lifestyle. And I have a Facebook support group, as you guys know, that I go live in on a pretty regular basis. And I went live maybe a week or so ago, and I talked to them about the truth behind the excuse. Okay, so when we say we can't hire a trainer, we want to start working out, we can't afford a trainer, so we say we don't have the money, and so finances are an excuse. I'm going to challenge you on that. I do truly believe that if listen, it's the holidays, right? We somehow are able to come up with money to buy maybe our spouse, maybe they want that new iPhone, right? Or maybe they want a new watch, a new Apple Watch, and somehow we can find the money to help other people. But when it comes to treating ourselves better, we can't find the finances. I don't believe it. I really don't. I want to tell you guys that there is definitely some masking that goes on when we think about like our reasons why we're not doing something. So if you're telling me finances are an issue and that's why you won't get a trainer, I'm going to ask you, if say you were to go with the trainer, what are you really afraid of? Are you afraid that, going to that trainer, you're going to actually learn how to exercise and now you're going to have to commit to it and stick to exercising on a regular basis? Are you afraid that might make you, one person I read on my Instagram, she said that she was afraid that she might gain too much muscle. And so I know women out there, I think they don't want to get too muscular so they won't work out. So maybe they're saying money is the excuse, but really maybe they're afraid of how their body's going to turn out, right? So, or maybe you're not hiring that dietitian because you're afraid that dietitian is going to take away all of the good foods that you truly enjoy. So you say, oh no, I can't afford one, but really you're just fearful of changing your eating habits, or maybe really having to figure out and find out kind of why it is that you keep self-sabotaging, which, to be honest, a lot of people don't recognize that there's a lot of fear, especially with weight loss. I see it all the time. If you grew up overweight most of your life and now you start to lose that weight, you start to get seen, and maybe you weren't really seen before. Maybe your big personality had to be the thing that covered up the fact that you were feeling insecure about yourself, or maybe that, people didn't recognize you for the way that you looked. You felt like you needed to have this gigantic personality to impress others, but now all of a sudden, certain clothes that you wear look a little different and people are noticing and paying attention to you in other ways, and oh my gosh, that feels uncomfortable. And so then we self-sabotage, and then we go back, and so then we make more excuses, and then we fall off track. And honestly, there are a lot of reasons why people make excuses. So whatever your excuse is, I want you to challenge it. I want you to know that you can be and you can change to be a healthier version of you. So please do us all a favor and stop making excuses, because you will never get to the place that you want to be if you keep staying and doing the things that you're currently doing. In order to create change, we have to create action. But if we put excuses in our way, that just honestly, an excuse is really just lack of priority. And it's nothing to each his own. Honestly, I truly mean that. Sometimes our priority in life is our job. Sometimes our priority in life maybe is, our spirituality. Sometimes our priority in life is our health. But I do believe that when we put health and wellness to the top of our priority list, somehow all those other things tend to get better and start to work out in our favor. So I am going to just challenge you with that. This is, like I said, it's a quick one, some tough love. If anything I said resonated with you, reach out to me. If you are afraid of taking that next step because you're really not sure, that's the unknown is the scary part. So there's probably some fear there. If you're dealing with that, send me a message, tipswithtoni@gmail.com, Instagram or Facebook, Tips with Toni. We can talk about it. We can definitely uncover those layers, kind of find out what's getting in your way, and I can help you as well. So maybe you do have a legitimate excuse, maybe you have an injury, maybe you, maybe a spouse, you feel like your spouse is self-sabotaging you. There are things that there is some weight to it, but at the end of the day, if we decide we're going to do something and we commit to it, we find ways to overcome those. I wouldn't call those excuses. Those would be more like obstacles. So you find ways to overcome those. So ask yourself if what you're doing and why you're not doing it is an excuse or an obstacle. Can you get over it? Can you get through it? Do you need help? If so, reach out. As always, you're listening to the Tips with Toni podcast. I'm Toni Marinucci, your registered dietitian, helping you get healthy one bite at a time.